happiness, comfort, joy, maybe even realization.
Food is an actual love language for many people.
Whether it be a big life decision about whether to place how many toppings on your foot-long hot dog,
or a strategic plan to keep that oh-so-delicate hard-shell taco from crumbling into a million tragic pieces.
a lot of thought about food has gone into the American society.
Our Book of Awesome by Neil Pastrish and friends approaches the humorous aspects of consuming food in these following selections.
Putting all the toppings on the hot dog bun before the actual hot dog.
What's your local street food?
Pad Thai in Bangkok.
Gyros in Athens.
Hot dough pretzels flecked with super tiny salt cubes in New York.
I love street food.
Most of us do. Local street food calls back our foraging roots, helps cement cultural identities, and lets us all eat what the locals eat.
The way the locals eat it. Come visit me in Toronto and we'll grab a bite of a street dog.
Step under the dirty awning of a tall building on a busy corner, and we'll suddenly be standing beside a shivering old man, flipping hot dogs and sausages on a hot grill under a stained yellow tarp.
He'll smile at us and then grab a fork and a tiny paring knife to continue to cut little crisscrosses all through the dog so it gets extra crispy.
I've been buying street meat since I was a kid, and I just love those crispy on the outside, hot and salty on the inside hot dogs set perfectly in puffy yellow buns.
They make great company for the Blue Jays game or a long walk home late at night after the bars. Unfortunately, despite the powerful taste Toronto street meat delivers, there is a problem. I'm talking about spillage, and plenty of it.
Street doggers pride themselves on offering the most toppings possible, so there are endless smudged plastic containers full of relish,
Chopped onions,
dill pickles,
grated iceberg lettuce,
black olives,
green olives,
puddly sauerkraut,
swimming banana peppers.
and lots more rarities, including the occasional julienne carrots or Indian pickled mango.
It's all ready and waiting for us to load on right here under the thin, filthy tarp, protected from gas fumes, sewer exhaust, and pigeon crap, with nothing more than a few broken plastic lids.
I love the seemingly endless array available.
But the physics of balancing piles of wet toppings on round, slippery wieners just doesn't work.
I can't tell you how many times ketchup drips have stained my jeans, or a rogue pickle coated in mustard left a big yellow skid mark right on the belly of my t-shirt. The ladies sure love those. I kid, but this is a serious problem.
Luckily, there is a solution. Today, I'm very excited to share the toppings first method.
Please lean in and listen close, because this might just change your life.
Here's how to pull it off.
Step 1. Ask for your bun while the dog is still grilling.
Mind if I get my bun first?
There, just like that.
Most doggers will hand it over. Now you're holding a big empty hot dog bun sitting in a napkin.
With me so far? Step 2.
This is the critical bedding step.
I cannot overemphasize its importance. You can't just lay wet condiments in the crack of the bun and expect the structural integrity to hold up.
That would be ridiculous.
No, you need to lay down a layer of bedding first to cradle the wet toppings while preventing them from soaking through.
Ideal choices are diced onions, a patchwork of pickles, or lots of grated cheese.
Step 3.
With the bedding set, you can now confidently pile all the wet toppings on.
Deep rivers of ketchup, bright pools of mustard, generous spoonfuls of relish.
Step 4. Dog up. Time to rest that beautiful cooked dog down on your waiting bed of condiments.
It might lie high on the bun, but don't worry, everything will still fit.
Now your fat Jim serves as both shield and guide, protecting your pants while escorting the delicious toppings into your hungry belly below. I learned this magical technique from my friend Chad, who takes it to another level by further categorizing all the condiments.
Chad can go on long rants about how mustard is necessary to really bring out all the flavors, and how even cheese placement is key to fine melting.
My point is that there are more advanced versions of this technique, but you need to master the basics first. Today, I have given you a guide.
But only you can do the rest.
Awesome. Eating a taco without anything falling out. I always break my tacos back. Yes, before I bite my hard-shell taco, a loud splintering crack fills the air, and I notice I've just given my taco a career-ending spinal injury.
By splitting it into 2 giant half-moon nachos, barely squeezing the greasy meat, cheese, and lettuce together. The next 30 seconds are a tornado chomping blur as I bite fast to avoid the entire taco crumbling into a pathetic beaver's dam of splintered shells, sour cream smears, and grease drops.
Usually it doesn't work, and I'm left a pathetic mess with bits of tomato in my hair and a fine shell dusting on my pants. That's why it's great if you actually manage to eat a taco without anything falling out.
Because we didn't think you could do it.
And you proved us all wrong.
Awesome. Correctly guessing the secret ingredient.
Sniffing bean dip.
Chewing brownies.
Spooning around curries for clues.
You're suddenly a flavor detective, staring at the ceiling while channeling all flavor faculties towards your nose and mouth. Close your eyes.
Breathe out slowly through your nose.
And swirl that chaw all over your tongue so it touches different taste buds too.
Doesn't matter if it's something sweet in the cheese dip
or something spicy in the squares.
All that matters is that feeling when you know you got it.
Start nodding your head.
Wink at the chef, and clear your throat loudly so everybody suddenly stops talking and turns to you and sees you reveal a very slow smile before waggling your eyebrows and then opening your mouth to say,
Cardamom?
Awesome. Using milk instead of water. What's up instructions?
Why are you recommending water in our pancakes, hot chocolate, and jello pudding?
Why are you trying to blandify our oatmeal, brownies, and mushroom soup?
Look, we're sorry.
But there's a new cook in the kitchen, and things are going to be a little different around here.
Yes, we're talking creamier hot chocolate, puffier pancakes, and brownies that will make tears of joy spray out of your eyes like a sprinkler.
We're talking about using milk instead of water, baby.
Awesome. Chomping up and down a cob of hot farm fresh corn like a wild animal.
I was reading about wolverines. These raccoon-sized forest dwellers can take down a moose and fight off a grizzly bear.
They are small, but known as one of the most vicious and ferocious animals in the world, where they command huge ravines in the northern forests of Canada, Russia, and Scandinavia.
Wolverines have large paws, long nails, and sharp teeth, and they bite mercilessly into their prey. Again and again and again.
They look a lot like you chomping down on a cob of hot corn.
Everything in the forest fears you. Dangerous predator, ruthless killer, deadly corn biter.
You spin the cob and chomp some more. Kernels fly in all directions.
Bits of husks stick to your chin.
When you've finally done everything, everyone watches you stare into the forest with your sharp teeth and dark gums visible, and just scream as loud as you can.
Make sure you finish by darting your eyes left, darting your eyes right, and running into the woods, leaving everyone at the picnic table confused and laughing.
Awesome.
How messy your face is after eating shawarma.
Pitas aren't waterproof. Crusty bread sacks are not built for vast swirling ponds of garlic,
tahini,
hummus,
and hot sauce pooling at the bottom of your heavy two-handed shawarma.
You know this.
I know this.
The guy sawing the moist, crunchy chicken off the spit knows this.
Everybody knows this.
So what do?
Assemble armors of twisted wax and tissue papers,
Tight aluminum foils,
and skinny paper bags so we might briefly delay.
the gushing.
It happens slowly at first.
A little white drop with an orange oil spot inside it lands on the tray, and as you notice it, there's another.
Suddenly you're Malcolm in Jurassic Park staring at the plastic cup of water on the dash.
Thump, thump, now a drip, now a stream. The wax paper overflow compartments are filling up, and you know your shawarma is sinking. What do you do?
For the love of all that is holy, you frantically bite, and bite some more.
Close your eyes and stab that shawarma like a frenzied shark.
Bite that pink pickle turnip.
Bite that vinegary tabbouleh.
Bite those hot, crispy fries.
Garlic sauce drips down your chin.
Hummus mascara as my eyelashes.
And 2 tiny cubes of chopped tomato briefly clog your nostrils till you lurch back and gasp at that ceiling for air.
Gushing liquids coat your hands and slide down your arms, but you keep going and going and going.
Turning your head sideways for air like you're doing a front crawl.
Until yes, you are biting bits of wet pita because you successfully made it to the final folds. Congratulations!
You made it to the end of the shawarma without the whole thing falling into a pathetic wet pile of slop.
Now look up and smile slowly at me as I smile slowly at you.
Let's lean back and twirl on our plastic bolted chairs and laugh, because our faces look like they're coated in cake batter and blood.
Let's stare into the dark, past the glass,
Past the flashing neon sign,
past the barren parking lot,
up and over the empty main drag in this quiet town.
and the dark, dark forest beyond.
It's late on a Tuesday, and everyone is quiet and sleeping.
But we're out, and we're moving, and we're wild, and we're grooving, and this is totally awesome.
Taking a nap after eating pancakes.
We have a strange relationship with breakfast.
We scramble eggs.
We cook oatmeal,
We smear peanut butter onto seedy bread.
and yet somehow, at the same time, we also feel like this is the meal to make a couple of giant towers of doughy cakes before dousing them in syrup.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining.
Pancakes for breakfast is something I can get behind.
Just one request. Before we do the dishes and get on with the rest of our Saturday, can we just pause for like 3 hours and take a giant nap on the couch? Awesome.